Hello guys and welcome back to my prep series. So we are currently 10.5 weeks out and 12.5 weeks out from the two shows I've decided to pick. So one of the shows is a Two Bros Pro show, fairly near where I live, and the other one is a PCA show up in Birmingham at Body Power. Definitely doing the Two Bros Pro on the 3rd. And then financial reasons, depends on where I'm going to go up to Birmingham, because obviously I've got to book the Airbnb. The federation fees for the PCA are steep. Just to enter the contest, you have to pay like 100 quid. You have to get spray tan, you have to get travel, you have to stay in Birmingham on like a big event day, so all the prices of stuff goes up. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that, but I'm definitely going to do at least one, probably 2 or 3 contests this year. I'm really in shape for it, and today I'm getting back into the old videos the reason most people subscribe to this channel, the gear videos. So the reason I deleted most of them, well all of them, the main reason is because I was looking back through them, and a lot of these videos had like 700 to a million views, 700,000 to a million views, and the information I was saying on them, the things I was talking about, were just wrong. I've been doing it so much longer now that I know much better. I'm much less reckless and I understand how things work properly. So when I was looking back through these videos, I was just listening to myself, I was going like, this is all wrong. Like, I can't knowingly leave this up because it's incorrect. And then also there was the job reason as well. So I'm getting back into it now, and we're going to be I'm going to cover all the different drugs, you know, my effects that it's had on me, positives and negatives, which ones work well together, which ones to steer clear of, how to be safe with it all. Because honestly, there's so many people out there now who take steroids and just have no idea what they're doing. They don't even bother to look anything up, the basics. Like, some people just don't even bother looking up that they need to take an aromatase inhibitor to stop getting gyno while you're on the basic test cycle, or their estrogen gets too high and their dick stops working and all kinds of problems. People just don't even bother doing any base level of research. So I hope with this stuff being here, people can at least have a bit of common sense and know the basics to make sure you don't screw yourselves up. So anyway, what is my stack for prepping for the contest? So I started my stack 5 weeks ago, and prior to that I did 5 months of 200 milligrams of test dip a week. I used off of training, I wasn't going that hard. Just had a moderate dose to keep, because I basically just didn't want to have to deal with cycling off. Kept a low dose, made sure my health was back in track before I started a big cycle again. And the cycle is currently 400 tren nth and 400 test sip, which is changing very soon, but for the first 5 weeks it's really helped me put on some size quickly, like really quickly. My strength has skyrocketed. And when I started implementing the diet properly 2 weeks ago, everything just clicked so well. Like, with steroids, if you get the diet and training on point with them, they do insane. You can pull off some crazy shit. It's just on their own, people think that they're a miracle and that you can just get ridiculous results from just basically injecting yourself and doing nothing else, not changing your training. Like, since I've started this stack again, I've been back in the gym 2-hour training sessions a day minimum. I've been doing cardio in the mornings 4 days a week. I've been incredibly active, walking around and doing my job with classes and stuff. Plus my diet has been super clean, and what that means is my metabolism has been really fast. I've been burning off loads of fat, and also I've been gaining muscle, because that's just what the steroids enable you to do, especially things like tren. They're just so powerful that when used right, you can really get some good results out of them. So that is what I'm taking currently, 400 tren, 400 test. I was doing 200 test and 400 tren. My coach said bump up the test, so I did so. And then in 2 weeks, we're switching all out to ACE esters, or one week really. So from 10 weeks out, he wants me on all short esters, partly to do with water retention and strength of them. There's other reasons too, but I'll get into that at another point. So I'll be doing 400 milligrams of tren ACE, 400 milligrams of test prop, and 450 milligrams of Primobolan ACE. Now, last time I used Masteron, and it was very effective at drying me out, but it has some really bad side effects, and I think a lot of people don't even realise the side effects that come with it. Some of them are underlying and really dangerous, and some are just more superficial. So the main problem I had with it initially was my acne went to shit. So Masteron is pretty much pure DHT, and any DHT based steroids make spots way worse. It just increases the sebum production, and greasing of your skin comes, and you get the acne from there. Even taking Roaccutane, or with Masteron, the spot still came out a bit. So I've scrapped that, mainly for that reason, but also because Masteron can absolutely trash your cholesterol levels, and the last time I used it, it did. They were fucked. So like I took a big break, I didn't have that time off. I made sure I ate loads of foods, get everything back on track. But yeah, my cholesterol was really quite bad. And since starting this time, everything's A-okay. I feel so much better. All my levels are good. So I'm definitely not going to put Masteron and cause that to go wrong. Training itself is quite DHT heavy as well, so it can cause cholesterol issues. And obviously it can cause the spots to start coming out, but it's nothing, Masteron is so much worse. So although it's a mild steroid, the negative effects of it are pretty bad actually. So I'm using Primobolan instead to dry out, much less side effect heavy, again very mild as well. All ACE esters for 10 weeks. So in a week's time is when things are going to start getting really crazy. My coach is reassessing my diet on Monday, seeing where I'm at, seeing if I need to reduce some calories or up cardio, etc. Yeah, and of course I forgot, as well as the actual compound I'm taking, I forgot to mention all the AI and stuff I'm using, because that's quite a big part of it too. So for the tren, I'm using Cabergoline, 2 milligrams per week on injection days. So that is like Monday and Thursday, basically every 4 days I'm having 1 milligram of Cabergoline. And and on those days as well, I'm having 1 milligram of Arimidex to stop my test aromatizing, because at the moment I've actually got like a little flare up of gyno on this nipple randomly. It's not from the tren at all. The way I can tell, if you're taking these compounds, tren gyno will cause milk. Kind of gross, kind of disgusting, it's happened to me before, but you will milk, like it will fucking come out of there. It's sort of like a horrible kind of, it's not white like you think, it's like a yellowy, disgusting colour, really gross. Yeah, it's not that, it's just a little bit of a hard lump under the skin, so I up my ADEX dose a little bit to get that away, and if it doesn't go away, I'll just do letrozole for a week and it'll just destroy it. All these people taking gyno surgery and stuff like that because they've messed up their cycle a bit and got a little bit of gyno, you can completely eradicate it. Like, all you have to do is take the right AI and the right dosages. You don't have to have surgery for this sort of thing. These medicines were designed to destroy breast tissue. They are for breast cancer, to stop those tissues growing and actually cause them to recede. So it's a much less intrusive way than surgery, but obviously you don't get rid of the roots of it, so they can come back. That's the kind of the thing. But every time I've had a little spurt of gyno from just not getting enough AI, because I try and now go on the lesser side, because AI can have some negative effects long term, especially with heart health and things like that. So I really try and keep it to a minimal. They can also like Arimidex affects cholesterol and stuff like that too. So lots of little things like that I think people don't realise, that I've become a lot more aware of in the last year or so. But yeah, so that little bit of gyno will be gone soon. If it isn't gone with doing 2 milligrams of Arimidex, then I'll chuck in, like I said, a week of letrozole. Letro makes me feel like crap because your estrogen levels hit literally 0. It's so potent that no estrogen gets formed at all, and you need estrogen to function properly, right? Just how you need testosterone as well. So, but it does the trick. It works really fast. So if you've got a gyno problem and you're thinking about having to shell out thousands of pounds of surgery, it might be worth looking at the letrozole route first. Because it really works. It's worked on me many times. So yeah, as well as, sorry, I ramble a bit sometimes. So as well as, there's just so much to talk about. I haven't done one of these videos in so long. As well as the Caber and the Arimidex, I'm also taking Roaccutane, 20 milligrams a day. I only started taking it recently because my skin started flaring up a little bit because of the tren. Before that, it's been perfectly fine. I haven't needed it for quite a while. Just eating lots of green veg and just generally being clean with my food. No sugars has stopped it, pretty much like dead. I'm really happy, it's smooth, it doesn't hurt anymore. Like, the worst thing was whenever I'd shave it just bleed constantly and it just nasty. So Roaccutane has been like a miracle. Like, I'm so glad I found it last year. It's totally changed. I just feel a lot more confident, a lot happier in how I look, because I did look kind of sick before. There was like something wrong with me, and even though it was superficial and there wasn't actually really much else wrong with me, it just, I don't know, it just ruined how I looked and made me feel really crap about everything. So I'm really happy that's gone, and I'm continuing to take Accutane, just 20 milligrams a day for now. I'll probably stop in a month just to see if it comes back. Then if it does, then I'll take some more. Like, it can be a little bit toxic on the liver, so I'm being careful. When I go switch over to orals as well, I will not run Accutane anymore, because I don't want them double downing on my liver. Like, it's not worth the stress on it, to be honest. So oral wise, what am I going to be doing at the end of the cycle? I haven't talked to my coach about it yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll be something like Winstrol and Anavar, the superficial drugs that, just basically give the detailing in the muscle. I heard some people use like halo tests and things like that. Halo testing is apparently meant to be really good at drying out and hardening the muscle. Like I was talking to some guys about it. There's a lot of choices for orals. I don't want to have too big a doses of them. If I can get it out of the oils, I'll rather do that. But obviously the oils end up causing a bit of water retention. So near the end of the cycle, you have to just chuck in these orals to get that crazy dry look. I've never even got close to that stage. But honestly, 10 weeks out, I'm almost at the best I've ever looked, like ever, full stop. So by the end of this month, end of February, from that point on is going to be the unknown for me. I'm really on the ball. I'll keep you updated with like my cycles and my training and everything. Any sort of stuff that comes up with me. But I'm really optimistic about this year, and I'm going to step on stage, whether I win or not. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go there looking the absolute goddamn best I can, and just to prove that I can get to that. You know, I've got the willpower to get to that body fat percentage and look just amazing. Like, I want to do this as a job, so I've got to go full pelt at it. I can't half-ass this shit. I've had lots of excuses in the past. Things have gone wrong. There've been legitimate excuses, but there's still been excuses nonetheless. Like, nothing is getting in my way this time. Unless I get hit by a car and get both my legs shattered, I'm getting up there and I'm doing it, because it's just something I really need to do for myself as well. So I'm excited. The progress is going to be crazy. Like, if you haven't noticed how much I've changed in just 3 or 4 weeks already, then it's only going to get faster. You know, I wasn't even following the diet properly the first couple of weeks. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That's what I'm taking, just so you guys know. If the stack changes at all, like gets any stronger or it gets high dose, I'll let you know. But so far, like 400 tren, it seems to be like a perfect spot for me. I'm not getting night sweats, I'm not getting trensomnia, I'm not getting roid rage. Like, the main reason I'm not getting roid rage, if you take Caber with tren, roid rage doesn't really happen. I'm going to do lots of videos breaking all this stuff down more in detail, so I'm not rambling too much today. But yeah, no real side effects as well. Like, I'm feeling great. Like I said, all my levels are good. No anger. The only thing I'm really getting natives is a bit of shortness of breath doing top end cardio. So regular day-to-day stuff, you know, jogging up and down the stairs, doing the Stairmaster, just general sort of everyday cardio stuff that you can do, where my heart rate's like 120 to 140 beats a minute or so. Totally fine, like I don't have any problems. It's when I'm doing these max out classes where you're doing like top end cardio, HIIT cardio, it just takes me quite a long time to get my breath back. I've actually got a class today, at the end of the day, where it's like proper intense, and the first time I taught it, I was like just, for like 2 minutes, I really couldn't catch my breath to even do the next song. So I'm gonna have to rethink how I do that. And also, the other side effect is I sweat like a fucking pig. When I'm training, when I'm doing anything, I'm just dripping with sweat. Like, I just get so warm, the water just disappears out of me. I have to drink so much. So yeah, I'm a constant sweaty mess. Like, everyone in the gym's like always in their hoodies, really cold. I'm like like really fucking hot, you know, like everyone's just freezing and I'm just standing there boiling. But yeah, things are going good, really good. So we'll catch you soon for some more videos. Me and Amy have got lots of good ideas for ones. She's gonna start doing some online coaching soon as well, with my help. So if you're a female and you wanna, you know, get on some, because her transformation's been crazy good too. So if you want to get on, so if you're like a female coach backed up with, you know, my knowledge, but it's her mostly doing the stuff for you, she'll be a lot less than I am because she's just starting out. And it's just honestly, coaching has been a great way to meet a lot of different people, and I'm hoping competing will be too. That's the bit I've like the most about it, you know, because financially at the moment I'm poor as fucking shit. Like I really am, but it doesn't matter because I'm doing something I really like. And I know it's going to improve if I get into the shape I know I can achieve. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble loads. I hope you like this. More videos like this to come, and I'll catch you all next time with updates, training, posing, all sorts. So see you then.